Welcome back, everyone. Okay, today I'm going to be talking about how to survive every single entity indoors. In this list, I'm only going to be including things that can kill you. I'm not going to be including Timothy, Spider, Shadow, or anything. Only things that can kill you, like Rush or Ambush. And without further ado, let's get into it. To start off the list, we're going to be talking about Rush, one of the simplest ones to survive. So, you know when he's coming when you see lights flickering. If you walk into a room, the lights will flicker. And what I recommend if you're past door 50 is you wait as he's right about to be there, because hallucinations happen way quicker. So when you see him, you want to get in the closet, and when he passes by and you hear the audio cut, you can get out, and that's how you survive a rush. Number 2 on the list, we have Ambush, which is definitely a more difficult one to survive. So, best way to survive him is when you're hiding, he passes by, he goes through, and he goes back. When you hear his audio being a bit quieter, get out, and when you hear it starting to get louder, get in the closet, and then repeat process until you hear his sound cut off. The reason why you keep on getting out and keep on going back in the closet is because if you stand there for too long, then you're gonna have a hallucination and then lose health. Editing me here, I forgot to say about when Ambush is coming. Ambush is coming with the same thing as a Rush. Lights flickering. I just wanted to put that in there because I forgot earlier. And yeah. Number 3 on the list, we have Seek. Seek is definitely a simple one to survive. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. You just have to survive the chase. But I do have some tips for the chase. If you look to your left, and it's just 2 pathways, and you look to your left, and the door's not there, immediately go to the right, because even if it's not on the right, it's going to be the middle, and you save yourself from risking of dying if it's not on the right. Number 4 on the list is Halt. Halt is definitely one of the most difficult entities to survive. The best way to survive him is, so when he's there, right, and you're walking forward, once you see the glowing eyes, right, and him there, turn around, walk, and then we see him go in front of you again, turn around and walk. He definitely takes a really long time to survive, but after a while you're going to end up getting out of the room and surviving Halt. Number 5 on the list is Eyes. Eyes is probably a pretty easy one to survive. It's a really easy one to survive. As soon as you open the door, you hear whispers, or you start taking damage, just look straight down, and eyes won't hurt you. You can just walk past and get through the door, and that's basically how you just survive Eyes. It's really simple. Okay, number 6 on the list is Glitch. Glitch is a very uncommon one to encounter, but in certain situations you will encounter him, and basically you can't really survive him, but because he does do damage to you. But a best way to avoid him is just don't get lost from your group, because the way you encounter him is if you're with a group and you're really far behind, he'll appear, do 40 damage to you, and send you to your group. You can die to him if you're low enough on health, so that's why it's best just to stay with your group. Number 7 on the list, we have Screech, which is it's definitely an easy one to survive. So he mainly is in dark areas. So if you're in a dark area, you better be prepared to hear a psst. When you hear a psst, you should look around, and if you see Screech, just scare him, and it'll get scared, scream, and go away. Sometimes you'll hear a very a less loud psst, but it might be Screech still, but sometimes that means that it's not Screech, but he's coming, and that's how you survive Screech. For our final one on the list, is Hide. Hide could be a hard one to avoid. So the best thing to do is, basically, if Rush is coming, you should probably wait until like the second he's about to be there, because then when you go in, you have a less likely chance to die to hide. If you don't know what hide is, it's basically when you're in the closet for too long and you start seeing like red on your screen, words on your screen, and then it kicks you out and you lose health. So the best way to avoid it is just, if rush or ambush is coming, go in as late as you can so you don't have risk of being kicked out and maybe even dying to them because you got kicked out. The figure, the entity you only see on door 50 and door 100. So it's different on both doors, because on door 100 he can actually see you. So here's how to find both doors. On door 50, it's best to stay away from him and crouch the entire time because he can only hear you. And if he's like 5 feet away from you, you should probably get in a closet, and you will have to play a little mini game. You have to press E and Q to control your breathing. On door 100, this time he can see you. So what you want to do when you open the door and see him, run back, hide under a bed, and when you play the little mini game, as soon as he's out of sight, you want to run and get the key. Go into the electrical room, solve the puzzle, go to the elevator, and activate it, and you beat Doors. And that's also how you survive the figure on door 100. The figure is definitely a very interesting character. The times where you can see you is when he does a little, like, I guess dance, and like a glowing sun, comes out of his like face, and that's how you know he can see you. So door 100 is definitely more dangerous because he can't see you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you survive every entity indoors.